And it's on. Hey, it's Luke here, and today we're going to be working on my 2016 Harley Dyna Street Bob. We're going to be installing a brand new stator from Cycle Electric and a new voltage regulator. All right, before we get started, make sure you disconnect your main fuse or disconnect the negative terminal to your battery, because we're going to be working on electrical equipment and you don't want to set anything off while you're working on the bike. Next step, we got to drain the oil from the primary chain case, and we're going to start by taking out the derby cover. It's going to be a T25. All right, we got the derby cover off. Next thing we're going to do is go to our drain plug right here. It's underneath the primary. It's going to be a 5/8 socket. There we go. We're working on our bellies. There she goes. While we got the primary draining right here, the next step is to remove your shifter and your foot peg right here. You're gonna need a 5/16 socket right here. All right. Little tip for you here on the shifter. You'll notice right here, you can mark it in between here on the teeth. That's to know where to place it for when you reinstall that later. We're gonna remove the shifter. You're gonna need a 1/2" wrench and a 3/8 socket right here. Let's get this off. Slide this bad boy off. You're gonna have a little spacer here on the end of your shift rod. You're gonna save that, hold on to that. Little tip, keep all your bolts and nuts together on your parts so you don't lose them. We'll just keep it on there like that. Next step, we're gonna go one by one, remove the bolts from the primary outer housing, and we're gonna remove this. Another tip over here, because you're gonna have some oil spillage just when you take the primary off, just a little bit of oil, but to reduce the mess, you can make like a little trough. Let's shimmy this thing off. Careful, there's gonna be a little bit of a mess when you pull it off, but we'll clean that up. There's the inside of your primary right there. It's always a good idea to keep your service manual on hand. I have mine on my phone because I constantly have my phone on me. And just refer to your owner's manual about any of the torque spec information. That's super important. Now that we got the primary outer cover off, we're going to remove the entire primary drive, clutch, and compensator as a unit. So the first thing we're going to do is go over here to the clutch. You got a snap ring in here. We need to remove this. So get your snap ring pliers. Don't lose these. We're gonna reuse this one. Next thing, just remove this is where the clutch adjusting nut is. Also, just go ahead and take your push rod out. We're gonna keep this all together. You're gonna see a giant nut in here. That's what we're gonna break loose. This is a left-hand thread, so just remember that, because you will break this. This is gonna be a righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So you're gonna need a breaker bar, and you're gonna need this big boy. It's a 1 to 3/16 inch socket. It's massive to get on here. In order to break it free, you're gonna need to get a primary locking tool. You can get these on Amazon, super cheap. Wedge these in, and that's what's gonna help lock up this system, this primary drive, so we can break the nut loose. There we go. Clutch nut, hold on to this. Next thing we got to do is go to the compensator. Lefty tighty, righty loosey on this one, normal threads. So put the locking tool over on the compensator side. Let's break it loose. This might take a lot of strength because it's torqued to about 175 foot-pounds. So don't be afraid to really stomp on this thing. Oh! 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 Oh, we got it. I think we got it. Thing nice and smooth. It's a real bitch, this job, but it's worth it. I like knowing that I did the job myself and I did it right. And there we have it. Compensator bolt. Hang on to this guy. We're going to clean it off and reapply some Loctite when we're ready to reinstall. So the next thing we've got to do is remove the primary chain tensioner. Let's get it done. Loosen this whole thing. All right, we're going to remove the final components of our compensator. All right, this is the end of your crankshaft where your compensator sits. And this right here is the magnet cover that goes around the stator. Now that we got the whole primary drive off, we're going to remove the inner primary cover, which is right here. And the reason why we have to get this off is because you cannot remove this cover right here. It will not fit when you try to pull it off. So unfortunately, you do have to remove this entire cover as well. And you're going to need a 13 mil socket, and there's these inner primary bolts right here. All these guys, break them all free, take them out. All right guys, we're almost there, but before we take off the final primary inner cover right here, is that you have to remove the bolts from the starter, which is the spinning wheel right in here. 2 bolts holding the starter into the primary cover right there. So if you're wondering why you can't get it off, it's because it's this right here, the starter. So there's 2 bolts, and we're just gonna feed it through. Oh, there we go. So there's one of them. Good way to access the rest of the starter is to remove your battery box. Pain in the ass job. But if you want to do it right and safely, right in here, that's the other side of your starter. We got to remove that bolt right there. Break him free. Ooh. There we go. And there we've got our other starter bolt. And that's your starter bolt right there. So now we're back on the other side, and we're going to take off this cover right here. And voila, there's the inner primary off. We did all that work just to get to this part, but here it is. Here's the magnet cover. Now to get in here, this is a strong magnet, so almost. Woo! That's the magnet that spins on the stator. Good idea to check this and clean it out. As you guys can see in the stator, this is completely black and even fried in here. Look at this. All right, so we got the magnet cover off now, and we're gonna install the brand new stator that I got from TC Bros. This is a cycle electric stator, way better than the stock stuff we have in here. So let's get this off. First thing you're gonna wanna do is take out the bolts that are holding the stator in place. You got 4 of them right here, and you're gonna need a 5/32 Allen key socket right here. So and you also notice I've already disconnected it right here from your voltage regulator. Right here is your voltage regulator, and you've got 2 plugs underneath here, one on the right, one on the left. And on the right is going to be your stator, and that's what you're going to want to unplug right there. So we're going to replace this anyway, and we're going to remove both of these quarts. All right, so this guy should just come off like this, and you can pull the cord just right through. Man, look at that. Completely damaged and completely burnt. That is nasty. Well, we know where to put that, right in the trash. You'll notice you have a gasket, a metal gasket that holds in here between the stator and the inner primary. It's always good to replace these. I checked mine, and I'm deciding to just go ahead and just reuse mine. It's not broken, it's not cracked. Go ahead and just make sure you check this before you install. Let's go ahead and install the new stator here. First thing you're going to want to do is feed the cord through the housing hole right here over to your voltage regulator. At the same time, make sure you get the stator in place here. Pull the grommet through the case until the first lip protrudes on the outside here. Lip that sits here on the outside of the case. Make sure you just pull it to the first ones through. And then you can feed this wire down here and plug it into our voltage regulator. All right, so the new stator came with some new bolts, and I highly recommend you replace the hardware at least. Just safe insurance. Put a little bit of Loctite. They say it came with them already, but just put a little fresh stuff on, and always just hand feed them through. Feel it out, make sure nothing's getting stuck. So we got the bolts in there, and you want to tighten them to 50 to 70 inch-pounds. And we got our new stator installed. All right, so the next step we're gonna do is remove the old voltage regulator and put in a new one. So it's got 2 bolts right here. We got one here that's just holding it to the frame of the bike. Make sure that you've got the stator and your ground lead right here to your battery disconnected from the regulator. And tool-wise, we're using a 3/16 Allen socket. Just be careful of your fender here. Don't want to scratch it. All right, both our bolts, and we're gonna put the new one in. Got the new electronic voltage regulator from V-Twin Power. We'll go ahead and get this installed on the frame. Plug our stator back in here. Install that guy. And it's on. All right, it's time to put the magnet cover back on. Make sure your fingers are clear of the magnet. Make sure we got our gasket on, our inner primary. So here's our cover. All right, so the inner cover is just being held on there right now. We're gonna put the bolts back in and reconnect the starter motor to the back of the primary. The fastener is just kind of holding the inner primary cover right here for us, and we're going to properly torque them down here. So these fasteners right here for the inner primary, they are 25 foot-pounds. Let's torque them down. Kind of sucks that I've done this job a couple times before even I've hit 50,000 miles on this bike, but you know, I like working on the bike. Good for my mental health, I think. This job's definitely taken a couple hours just because I've taken it slow. I'm also doing an install video, so filming that on top of it, but yeah, it's quite a couple hours just doing it safe. I like to go slow, make sure I'm organized where all the tools are. Keep it organized, you know? That way when you go to reinstall everything, you just know. All right, so we just torqued down our inner primary fasteners here. We've also torqued down the starter back to the inner primary. And now we're going to reinstall our compensator and our clutch. We just got it holding in place, but now we're ready to torque this back down and reassemble everything. First thing, we're just gonna torque down our primary chain tensioner right here. There's a little snap in there. I've snapped one in there one time, and it's a little bee to get it out. Next, we're gonna go to our compensator and get our red Loctite. Put a little bit on our bolt there. Just get it hand started. We're going to use our primary locking tool and place it in our chain right here. So we're going to set our torque to 175 foot-pounds. We're going to go back to our T70 and put this on a torque wrench. Harley recommends you torque it to 100 foot-pounds first, and then back it off a turn, and then continue the second torque to 150 to 175 foot-pounds. All right, that's 100 foot-pounds. Back it off, just one turn. Let's do our final torque. She's locked in. All right, now that we got the compensator torqued down, we're going to move back to the clutch. So remember to put your locking tool in. All right, so we got the compensator and the clutch both torqued down and properly adjusted here on the chain. And now we're ready to just put in our clutch push rod. Put that back in there. And we're going to put our adjusting plate and nut back on here. And we have to put our C-ring back in here. Now that we got the entire primary installed back on the bike, we're gonna go ahead and just put the cover back on. Make sure you got a fresh gasket. I've just got mine laid on top here and a couple bolts so that when I place the case on, I can hold it in place. Oil. And we got our primary back on. We're gonna reinstall our shifter right here. So remember, there's a little spacer that goes on before you put on the shifter. And remember, we marked it here where on the teeth, so you can line it up between the grooves. So you remember where to place it back on there. See right there where we marked it? And we install our bolt. Now that we got the shifter installed, go ahead and put your foot peg back on. All right, so the next thing we got to do is refill the primary. Now we completely drained it, so Harley recommends you refill it with up to 38 fluid ounces. So we're just going to go ahead and measure that out here. This only goes up to 32. Okay, so that's 32. So we'll have to add 6 more ounces after this. All right, and now we wait for this to funnel through. While that's finishing, we're gonna add 6 more ounces. Okay, that's good. Last thing is to put the derby cover back on. And make sure you got a nice clean gasket. We got our derby cover reinstalled. All right, so the last thing I gotta do is reinstall your battery and reinstall the maxi fuse. This is the main fuse right here. Got my cover back on. Reinstall the electrical cover right there. All right, so now we're gonna turn the bike on and see if everything worked. All right, guys, that was installing a brand new stator and voltage regulator on this beautiful 2016 Harley Dyna. Let me know if you liked this video and if it helped you out in any way, because that's what I'm kind of doing here, just kind of showing people that they can work on their own bikes, you know. And so I'm gonna put all the parts, the installs and how to in the description down below. And hopefully this helped you. Maybe it made it easier for you to work on your bike. So thanks for watching this video, and we hope to see you out there on the road. Keep wrenching on those motorcycles. We'll see you on the next one.